Let's talk about processed foods in the context of a balanced, healthy, nutrient-dense diet. And I'm just going to use Pop-Tarts as an example. One of the things food manufacturers understand about satiety and fullness is that if something doesn't have a lot of protein and fiber, you are going to be more likely to eat more of that food. And that's why a lot of times people are over-consuming calories, eating processed foods, because they are not eating enough protein and fiber, basically not balancing their diet well enough. And so if we look at this one, what we can see is 42 grams is one serving, which is not very much. And you've got 12 grams of added sugar, which is kind of a lot in a 42 gram serving size. But the main thing I want you to look at here is there is zero fiber. And this is actually made from corn. Corn is actually a good source of dietary fiber, but it's been eliminated from this processed food, which means it's very easy to overconsume, or if you just eat this food, you're just not going to be full. Most people eat corn pops in isolation, and then they're hungry, and then they're over-consuming calories, and it's because they're not creating balanced meals. So the first thing you want to look for in a balanced meal is having enough protein, and your protein is going to depend on you. Somewhere between 20 to 40 grams per meal is usually where people fall out. So let's just assume we're going to go with that range. So you could do a 20 gram yogurt with this, and then you could do 2 hard-boiled eggs. That's another 12 grams of protein. So now you got 32 grams of protein. Plus you could do Fairlife milk for your cereal. That's more protein. And then you could add a cup of raspberries as an example, and that could be your fiber source, 8 grams of fiber in 1 cup. Now you have a good balanced meal with your cereal that is going to keep you fuller longer. This is how we include processed foods in the context of a nutrient-dense diet. Now, this is not to say everybody should be eating processed foods. That is not the message. There are a lot of people who really struggle with their relationship with food and eating healthier. And it's because they don't understand that you can actually include the things that you love and build balanced meals to hit your nutritional goals. Protein and fiber are the most important nutritional goals you should be aiming for. This is how you can do it without giving up something that you truly enjoy eating. And for many people, you have to accept that in your health journey, this is a good place to start. Are you going to eat corn pops for the rest of your life for the next 20, 30, 40 years? Probably not. Most people, as they advance in their health journey, they start to kind of go away from some of these processed foods and find better alternatives. But this is a great place to start. And if you struggle with your relationship with food, it can also help you start to see how you can include the things you like versus restricting them things and battling them in your diet.